Hey everyone, welcome to today's session where we're going to dive deep into the world of business models. Now, I know what you're thinking. Business models? Isn't that just corporate jargon? But trust me, understanding this stuff is like having the secret recipe to a company's success. Whether you're looking at a classic brand like Coca-Cola or a tech disruptor like Tesla, their business model is the blueprint that tells you how they plan to make bank. So let's roll up our sleeves and get into it. This is gonna be a mix of concepts and real world examples to help everything click. Ready? Let's do this. All right, first things first. What exactly is a business model? Think of it as a company's game plan. It's how they operate, make money, and keep ahead of the competition. It's kind of like the DNA of a company. If you understand a company's business model, you've got a clear picture of what makes them tick. Take Apple, for example. Their business model isn't just about selling iPhones. It's about creating an ecosystem. MacBooks, Apple Watches, AirPods, all these products work together seamlessly, keeping customers locked in and willing to pay premium prices. That's their competitive advantage. But here's the kicker, not all business models are straightforward. Some companies have complex or even innovative models, especially in today's tech-driven world. As future CFAs, you've got to dig deeper and figure out what makes these companies tick. Don't just take the CEO's word for it. Analyze it yourself. Now, let's break down the main ingredients of a business model. I like to think of it like building a pizza. Each component adds something essential to the whole. Here's what you need. Customers market? Who? Who's the company targeting? Is it the high-end luxury crowd like Louis Vuitton, or maybe the everyday consumer like Wal-Mart? You've got to know who's buying what the company's selling. For instance, Netflix is targeting global consumers, but they tweak their content depending on what's popular in each region. They know their audience and they cater to them. Firm offering. What's on the menu? What products or services is the company offering? Think about Tesla again. They're not just selling cars, they're selling cutting-edge technology and a vision for a sustainable future. Their product lineup includes everything from electric vehicles to solar panels and energy storage. It's all about differentiation. What makes their offering stand out from the rest? Channels. Where's the company selling its goods? Are they going direct to consumer like Warby Parker with their glasses, or are they using intermediaries like agencies or distributors? Take Amazon, for example. They use an omni-channel approach, selling through their website, mobile app, and even physical stores like Amazon Go. They're everywhere their customers are. Pricing, how much? How much are they charging? Are they pricing at a premium like Apple, or going for a budget-friendly approach like IKEA? Pricing strategy is crucial. Think about Uber's dynamic pricing. When demand goes up, so do the prices. It's all about maximizing revenue while keeping customers happy. These four elements, who, what, where, and how much, come together to form the foundation of any business model. If you can get your head around these, you're well on your way to understanding how a company operates. All right, let's talk about the value proposition. This is the special sauce that makes customers choose one company over another. It's what a company does better or differently than its competitors. Take Starbucks, for instance. Their value proposition isn't just about selling coffee, it's about the experience. You walk into a Starbucks and it's not just about grabbing a cup of joe. It's the ambiance, the Wi-Fi, the consistency in service, no matter where you are in the world. That's what keeps people coming back. But how do they deliver on that value proposition? This is where the value chain comes in. The value chain is all the behind-the-scenes stuff that makes the value proposition possible. For Starbucks, it's their supply chain, their barista training programs, their real estate strategy for store locations. All these processes ensure they deliver that consistent Starbucks experience. Understanding the value chain helps you see if a company is really set up to deliver what they promise. If there's a weak link in the chain, it could mean trouble down the line. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty, profitability. This is where the rubber meets the road. A business model can sound great on paper, but if it doesn't make money, it's not worth much. Your job is to figure out how a company expects to generate profit. Let's take an example from the retail world, Costco. Costco operates on a membership model where they make most of their money not from the products they sell, but from the annual membership fees. This is where unit economics comes in. Unit economics is all about the profit a company makes per unit of product sold, whether that's a single membership or a pack of 48 rolls of toilet paper. Costco's margins on individual products might be thin, but because they sell in bulk and have low overhead costs, they make a killing on volume. Understanding this kind of business model helps you see how companies like Costco can be highly profitable despite offering low prices. Now, let's talk about the different flavors of business models you'll come across. Most companies stick to conventional business models. These are tried and true strategies that have been around for ages. Take a look at private label manufacturers. These are companies that make products that other brands sell under their own name. Think about all those store brand cereals you see at the grocery store. The store isn't making those. They're contracting it out to a private label manufacturer. It's a low cost, low risk way for stores to offer a wide range of products. Then you got licensing arrangements. This is where a company like Disney licenses its characters to other companies to make toys, clothes, or whatever. Disney doesn't have to get involved in the nitty-gritty of manufacturing. They just collect royalties and rake in the cash. In today's digital world, you'll also run into e-commerce business models. Think of companies like eBay or Etsy. They're not selling products themselves. They're just connecting buyers and sellers and taking a cut. It's a marketplace business model that's all about scale and efficiency. And let's not forget aggregators like Uber or Spotify. These companies take existing products or services, repackage them, and sell them under their own brand. They don't own the cars or the music. They're just the middleman making everything smoother for the customer. Let's wrap this up by talking about business model innovation. Companies need to keep evolving to stay competitive, especially with all the digital disruption happening these days. Look at how Netflix evolved from a DVD rental service to a streaming giant. They saw where the market was heading and adapted their business model to stay ahead. One more concept you need to know is network effects. This is where the value of a service increases as more people use it. Think about Facebook. The more users it has, the more valuable it becomes to each individual user, which in turn attracts even more users. It's like a snowball effect that can give a company a massive competitive edge. Finally, keep an eye out for hybrid business models. Amazon is a perfect example of this. They've got a traditional retail operation with warehouses and delivery trucks, but they also run one of the world's largest online platforms where other businesses can sell their products. This hybrid approach allows Amazon to dominate in multiple areas at once. And that's the scoop on business models, folks. We've covered everything from the basics to the different types and even thrown in some real-world examples to make it all stick. Now it's time for you to put this knowledge to the test. Dive into the practice questions in your CFA materials and FinQuiz and see how these concepts play out in different scenarios. Remember, understanding business models isn't just about acing your exam, it's about being able to analyze and understand the companies you'll be dealing with in your career. So keep that curiosity alive, dig deep, and don't be afraid to challenge the status quo.